What is good, everybody? You are listening to another episode of the BES podcast. I am here with my two co-hosts, Eli and Bella. I
Yeah,
am Ray. EJ's not here today. How is
yeah.
everybody doing?
Green bean, baby. Green bean.
Bella, anything to say to the camera?
She lights out. Lights out.
Solid. Anyways, before we start, I am going to once again skip Ray's trivia. I do have one for the next episode, so we'll have that. Yeah.
Get a pass. Get a pass.
Only because we have a lot, however you want to pronounce it, to get to. So we are going to get right into it. But obviously, before that, make sure you hit stick
Yeah.
that subscription button,
Yeah.
right? Hit that.
Hit it.
If you aren't subscribed, let me tell you, you guys are all booties.
Word.
If you guys enjoy the video, like the video. And if you haven't hit that notification bell so you never miss a banger, make sure you do so as well. So you see every episode, every clip, every short, everything.
Yeah.
We are going to get into what's hot, and what's hot is the NFL. And
Boy.
what a Thursday night football game we had.
Yeah.
And I actually wanted to mention to you, I don't know if you realized, but I think that, well, technically the episode didn't come out, but the ticket that you made, I think, hit.
Yeah.
I think that ticket hit. For the viewers that don't know, we did have an episode for you guys Thursday. Unfortunately, we had technical difficulties with the episode, so we couldn't publish it for you guys, and we truly apologize for that. We are going to do our best not to make that happen again.
Yeah.
But Eli did have an Eli's ticket segment for Thursday Night Football, and unfortunately for all of us, I think it hit.
That is sad for the viewers. Chump change.
That being said, the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys, finally, well, for this season at least, beat a team that has a record above 500, which is at the time, which is the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks were 6-5 versus the Cowboys, who were 7-3 on Thursday. Obviously, the Seahawks are now 6-6.
Yeah.
So if they play again, no. Cowboys beat them 41-35. High scoring game, crazy game. Listen,
About time on a Thursday.
Yeah. It's crazy though, because there's gonna be multiple things on our docket today that I just feel like either the pod gods or people are actually watching it, because it's like once we said it, the switch was flipped.
Yeah.
Bad Thursday night games. We had a very high scoring one. Cowboys 41-35. I already said this before. Dak had a QBR of 75 with 3 tutties, one of them to CeeDee Lamb. Obviously, we got to highlight that.
Yeah.
He had 299 throwing yards and went 29 for 41.
Damn.
Have a game, Dak. Have a game. I know the QBR might be low for some people, but I'll accept a 75 QBR, even though his QB, I think his rating or his overall rating was above 100. I think it was 115.
Yeah, stupid.
So regardless, I still think you played pretty well. Obviously, you had your 3 tutties and almost 1 yard away from 300 passing yards.
He was throwing it. I mean, it's tough. It's tough because I know he's in the MVP conversation.
I was gonna bring all that up.
So it's tough. I mean, you want to see him in these type of situations late in game. We're like, oh, whoa, bless you,
wowzers! The fact that I watched that whole thing happen, and it was kind of crazy. God bless you, brother.
To see like what we want, like for him to play a team that's above 500, for him to have go down the field and score, because the game was going back and forth. Yeah. Geno Smith is playing on basically a bad arm. Like I saw on Twitter his bruised arm that he's throwing with. Mm-hmm. He definitely tore some ligaments in there. Oof. Yeah. He's this second week, so he looks sharp. That tutty to DK Metcalf was insane. So I'm happy that he went out there, was shooting back and forth with him. What I am gonna say is Dallas defense. How? You give up that many points at home to them? I get they're over 500, but they've been so up and down. So to give up Dallas, we're talking about them boys that on defense, they pride themselves on being able to get to the quarterback, couldn't do it. Being able to defend against their wide receivers. Couldn't do it. DK Metcalf, you was talking that ish. Where has he been? Goes ahead and has three. Talking about, oh yeah, my boy has what? 6 picks that way? Bro, he got chewed up this week, bro. He gave up 3 tutties, 160 yards. Yo, Metcalf, have a day, bro. But I'm going to get off that. I'm going to stay on Dallas. I'm happy with Dak. That was a big win for him. He balled out. He even balled out against the Eagles. We got to see what them Eagles do because another big game with them boys. So, entirely, I'm going to give it to the Cowboys, but they better fix that if they want to go ahead and take that number 1 seed.
Yeah, 1,000%. I mean, Dak is playing at an MVP level this year, so we truly appreciate that. I don't want to hear any of the naysayers saying otherwise. He is. Don't do it. And if we really get into the nitty gritty, which we possibly will, we can also say that he's probably the best quarterback in the league by the stats, but we won't get to that. So, hats off, Dallas, for, I guess, fighting out a win. DK, that's the second thing so far. We already have 2 things that our past episodes have been debunked or reversed or whatever term we want to use here. Obviously, Thursday Night Football being a drag. This past Thursday Night Football, it wasn't. DK Metcalf, I think I said this last episode, disappeared. And now this game, he said, I heard you, Ray. Check this out. I'm going to get 3 tutties and 135 yards.
Yeah.
This game alone. I disappeared. Now check me out right here, brother. So, DK, good shit. Good game. I see what you're doing out there, boy. But you got to keep that going. You know what I'm saying? I said this last episode or whenever it was. You were one of those guys with the JJs and the Jamar Chase, okay? So you need to stay up there. You can't just disappear. You can't have this game with three tutties, 134 yards. Then next week you come with 0 tutties and 65 yards. You know what I'm saying? And I know the QB plays a role. I know all that fun stuff, but you are him. You are him. Eli did mention the Eagles, which will have another big game.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
You might be hearing this Monday. Yeah. So technically yesterday for y'all. The Eagles will be playing the San Francisco 49ers. So as of now, it still hasn't happened. So again, if you guys are hearing this after the game, I apologize for, I guess, the after game analytics. But just think that it is Sunday at 11:49 a.m. Before the games have started, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get into what. I mean, it says it on the board, bro. What do we predict for this game?
I'm gonna be your best. Do the Eagles get lucky again? Nah, let me stop. Let me stop. Because what I am gonna say, it is very disrespectful to be 10-1, and you're at home, and you're the underdog. That is very, very disrespectful.
Vegas, you guys are crazy.
Yo.
You guys are
They
crazy.
know something we don't.
Underdogs at home. We're 10-1. This game just, even though they won the last 2 games, this team just came off a 3-game skid just a month ago or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Within the last month.
What is Vegas really like? Hey, everyone's gonna pound the Eagles. We're gonna freaking whore them tonight. Like, is that what they're saying? Like, everyone's gonna pound the Eagles. They're plus 114. Everyone's gonna hammer it. We're gonna make money tonight. Is that what they're doing? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, but well, I see what you're saying. But my thing is this, right?
That's just I'm just saying betting wise. I'm not gonna talk about the whole picture. I'm just saying betting. Is that what Vegas is doing?
No, you're right. But my thing. Oh, sorry. My thing.
Vegas is losing if they're doing that.
But that's my thing, right? Okay, so the Eagles are the best team in the NFL right now. They're playing at home.
Yeah.
Right? Say whatever you want to say about the 49ers. The 49ers are them, but we got to give the edge to the Eagles. And you're going to give me plus money on the Eagles?
Yeah. 3.5 is insane.
So my thing is this. Either I'm making money today, or somehow Vegas is like, no, the Eagles are losing, bro. We just want you guys to bet on the Eagles so we can recoup money.
Yeah.
Because if we get to that, then the whole script-ish comes alive again. But What the
I mean, it's a story, bro. It's entertainment. So let's put it like this. I'm gonna break it down. If the Eagles lose today, which would be insane,
Vegas came up.
Vegas came up. Not only did it came up, they make another big game next week. The next big game for them would then be the Cowboys and Eagles, which would then be in division game for the number 1 seed.
Is this also in Philly?
No, it's in Dallas.
Here we go.
Let's go. Because God forbid Dallas wins and the Eagles go on a 2-game skid. Guess who has the number 1 seed in the NFC East? The Cowboys. Guess where the Eagles drop? 5th into the wild card. After having a wild start to a 10-1, if they decide to go on a 2-game skid, they will be in the number 5 spot. Number 5. So guess what? This game is big. This will basically certify them having the number 1 seed. If they lose today, oof. I know I'm a Cowboys. If I was a Cowboys fan, I'm salivating. I'm like, come this way. Play this. Dak, my foot was out. It will not be out this time. It would not. Ferguson getting in. Their luck may have ran out.
Dallas is 9-3. Sorry, I disrespect you guys.
Taking away a win.
Yeah, I said 8-3. You guys are 9-3.
Taking away a win.
So you guys were 8-3 on
Yeah. Don't let it happen.
My bad.
Don't let it happen.
Yeah, 49ers at home. Cowboys in Dallas.
No.
Time game.
Yes. Come on, they're not a script for you. There's not money to be made. Come on, baby.
Wait, but hold up. Like, let's not go any farther, brother.
Come on.
They played the Seahawks after the Cowboys in Seattle. Another, you guessed it, primetime game.
Come on. It looking very scary.
Then you have the Giants, Cardinals, Giants. Yeah, we can move on. Anyways, let me not disrespect the Giants, because for all we know, that's one of those 2 games is the game that you guys decide to be the number 1 team in the league.
It's crazy because I'm thinking we're supposed to lose out. Like, I want Caleb Williams, but you want to continue to win games. Like, cut it out. Hey, DeVito, cut it out, bro. I know you're giving out chicken cutlets back at home. Cut it out. Don't let me run up there in what is it? In Verona. He's like next to Verona, Glen Ridge.
I forgot where he's from.
Bro, actually. I'll pull up. Don't do it.
Wow.
Insane. It's today's gonna be
you guys
game.
Listen, man. We watched that game. The Bills, right?
OT.
You guys are really, just like we said, you guys are finding ways to win games. It's kind of crazy, but we are definitely going to see how it's going to play out today against the San Francisco 49ers. I will say this. If you guys lose to the Niners, it's not really anything crazy. I'm going to be honest.
No, it's only crazy not for like the 49ers and the Eagles. It's only crazy because of where they land at next week.
The Eagles.
Yeah, in the sense of...
What I wanted to say is, this would be big for the 49ers.
Correct.
If the 49ers come out victorious against the Philadelphia Eagles, tipped your hat off to the 49ers. You did it, especially, again, losing those 3 games straight. Now you guys are on a 3-game winning streak and beating the number 1 team in literally the entire league. So this is going to be big for the 49ers. For the Eagles, unless it was the Jets, because that was horrendous by you guys.
Yeah.
You guys,
interception by
out of all the games you guys should have lost, that wasn't the game to lose.
No.
And I mean, I get that I especially around that point, I get that their defense was kind of crazy, but no, still, I don't care. But if you guys lose to the 49ers, yeah, you guys lose and all that fun stuff, but I mean,
you had a tough 5 games.
Yeah.
You know, there's another game coming. You got the Cowboys next. You got Seattle after. So
it is the 49ers. Their defense is crazy. They still have offensive weapons, regardless of what their record says. It's still San Fran. Everybody's still saying that this is your kryptonite still, regardless of how their season is playing out.
And like I said it off camera to EJ. I'm like, hey, dude, this kind of like lets them know where they're at, because I think these are the 2 teams that are gonna see each other in the.
Oh yeah, you guys are most likely gonna see each other again.
So for me, it's just kind of like, all right, where do we stand at against each other? Just so it's a good, like, clear cut. All right, where we feel good about where we're at, or we got some work to do, rather than, we lost or we won. So it's more exciting for the Cowboys than anything. If you're a Cowboys fan.
Sorry for the yawn. Not saying that this is boring. We are going to get into. We're staying in NFL, but now we're going to get into a subject that it's probably been highlighted more in the past couple weeks. This past injury by Phillips, Jalen Phillips, I think is his name. I have Mostert up there. I actually just realized it wasn't Mostert. Mostert comes out for Phillips, meaning like he's coming out to defend Phillips and bringing up the topic that we're bringing up, and that is since the year 2020, there has been 15 season-ending injuries at MetLife Stadium. I will start the point and say most of these injuries are by Giants and Jets, and that's obvious because this is their home field. Those notable Giants and Jets are Aaron Rodgers, Saquon Barkley, Sterling Shepard, Jabril Peppers. Jabril Peppers is no longer a Giant; he is now a Patriot. Which is crazy. If those are seeing the video that's been out, Jabril Peppers goes up to Saquon Barkley and says, "You are lucky that we're ass."
Yeah.
Funny video, Jabril.
Yeah.
He's absolutely right though. Now, big names that aren't Giants and Jets is obviously recently Phillips, very big linebacker for the Miami Dolphins. Raheem Mostert comes out and says and brings up the topic. They have to do something with these turf, especially the turf at MetLife. It seems like it's just kind of like the dead zone. And the other one is Nick Bosa, which that was big. How do we feel about what seems to be a death trap at MetLife Stadium? And should not only, well, I think the Giants own it, right? I forgot who owns MetLife, but whoever owns MetLife Stadium, as well as any other turf around the country, should it be time that we take away the turf, at least for professional players?
I'm about to take one for the team, bro. I'm about to just pull up and burn it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna. All right, never mind.
We thought.
I thought you were about to go out there and injure yourself.
Like,
I'm like, what do you?
I'm a nobody over there.
What do you mean?
We got guys that make millions of dollars and they can care less about them getting injured. I'm gonna just have to take one for the team and just hopefully somebody bails me out.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna just.
That's
it's
bad
right
for the environment, brother. That's a lot of rubber.
Burn it. Burn it. I'm sorry. I'm tired of seeing these guys get hurt. We got 15 in 3 years. That's insane.
That's insane.
And they're big names. Like, you're paying these guys big money. And they're getting hurt continuously on the same field. And it sucks that it has to be in New York, aka New Jersey. But it sucks because it's like, dude, I want to see them compete, and we're getting ACL tears, we're getting Achilles. Like, this is insane. Like, you can see their cleats are getting stuck onto this turf, and there's no wiggle. Like, majority of these players are quick, strong. Like, they move on these fast twitch muscles that obviously starts from the ground up. So why not help them?
Listen, this has brought up this. Let's start with this, right? Let's go probably almost a half a year back, right? You guys definitely know who Lionel Messi is, correct? Lionel Messi signs with FC Miami, right? And in his contract, there is a clause that says, I will not be playing, excuse me, no, let me go back. Teams that have turf stadiums need to change to grass, or he will not be playing those games. Lionel Messi had this in his contract as a clause. Now, if I remember correctly, he doesn't play those games. Right? So, what does this got to do with anything? Lionel Messi is arguably one of the biggest athletes. Yeah, in the world. So, if Lionel Messi is coming out here and stating it and having it in his contract, right? Maybe people should probably pay attention to that, right? So, that's number one. Number two, if I am in the organization of the Giants or Jets, because I looked this up, out of the 15 injuries, bro, like 13, 12 are Giants and Jets. So, in anybody in those two organizations should say, what is the cause of this? Is it conditioning? Probably not. Is it the fact that, we're not warming up before games or before the year? Probably not. But maybe if you have 15 just in the stadium alone, you should probably recognize it's probably the turf.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So just those 2 points alone, Messi coming out and saying this, right? And and the other thing about Messi, why it's big, he's a soccer player. Those guys just run up and down all, the entire game.
Yeah.
Obviously, they get substituted in this, that, and the third. But if they're not, they're playing all 90 minutes or 90 minutes plus up and down turf. That hurts the joints. That hurts the knees. Right? You could argue with the NFL, yes, it's a little bit more explosive, I guess. You can make the argument. But if the offense is not on the field, guess what the offense is not doing? Running on the turf.
Yeah.
So if a soccer player comes from Europe, where everybody is still on grass,
Yep.
and says, "Fam, I'm not playing if it's turf, so change it," we should probably listen, right? Any other stadium out there that also has turf, I'm not. I didn't research which other stadiums have turf. If you do, either find what's the reason, like maybe how what's the word here? Maybe condition it, but I don't know if you condition turf, but this is gross.
Yeah.
And Eli mentioned it very well. We got Aaron Rodgers up here. We got Saquon Barkley. I mean, I guess you can. Nick Bosa. I think this happened right before Nick, or right after Nick Bosa signed his contract. These are big names with big contracts that are coming to the death trap at MetLife Stadium.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what group owns it. I don't know the group that owns it or which team owns it, but one of you guys need to do something about this. This can't continue. This really can't.
Well, thinking about that, we talk about like the stadiums like baseball stadiums. Like, it kind of makes sense because I've had a couple players on my team like get caught up on their cleats because of turf. Like, I love playing on dirt, so it makes sense. It makes sense why they go ahead and keep it dirt, and they feed the grass, and they have that seventh inning stretch, and they go ahead and water it, and they do all that good stuff. Like, that should be done for the NFL. Like, I know they want to go ahead and the owners and commissioners want to save their money and put it in their pockets, but like, look what's happening. You might have a revival where like you have players that, hey, we're going to giant. I don't want to play. Sit me. I'm not playing there. What happens if that happens?
Well, that's a good point.
We're going to New York. I'm not playing.
Oh yeah, forget it.
I'm sitting out.
Bring in the third stringers
because I don't want to play. Now you're losing views. You're losing commission.
Yeah.
You got big names out. It could happen.
That definitely has to be done. Though I will say this: it's probably, if this ever starts happening, it's probably going to be a player. A player is probably going to begin it, but it's going to hurt more and it's going to make more noise if, let's just say, I'm just going to throw him out there. I'm not saying that he's going to do it. Let's say Bill Belichick versus the Jets, and Bill goes, "Yeah, no, we're actually going to start Bailey Zappi, all our third stringers, because of the turf. I don't want to take any. I want to take all precautionary measures and not play my starters."
What happens if the Eagles do it?
What's it? Stefiani or whatever. I forgot his name. Sorry. But what I'm saying is, it got to be those guys.
Yeah, it's got to be big names.
I mean, obviously, if Jalen does it, that might be a pretty big splash.
Yeah.
But if it's a Bill Belichick or Shanahan or a whatever the Eagles coach is, I forgot your name. Sorry. If it's one of those guys, it's gonna hurt more because now it's not just a player being a player.
Yeah.
We're not having, and I'm not trying to group the two because they're obviously two separate situations. We're not having another Kaepernick situation where a player is trying to take a stand in regards to whatever, right? Now it's, no, I am the head coach.
Yeah.
I've noticed or I've heard about the situation at MetLife or any other turf stadium, and I need to protect my players and as well as protect our season. Yeah. Obviously, the Patriots, you guys are 2-8. There's nothing you're protecting. But if it's the Eagles that you're 10-1,
yeah, because you got to go in there twice late in the season,
and that's even worse. Late in the season, worse. Everybody's fatigued. Everybody, at that point, all your joints, all your muscles are at E. Yeah, it's not game 1 anymore. Yeah. It's game 17.
Yeah.
So,
and if things go on a skid, those games are important. Those games are big where you're gonna have to win.
I don't know who has to hear it, but whoever is watching this in that world, change the turf back to dirt and grass. Come on,
Please.
it's about time. Eli did mention about baseball, and all you NFL owners trying to save money. Baseball plays 162 games.
Yeah.
You're playing 18. I don't know where the money is being saved.
Figure it the frick out.
Moving on. We're still gonna stay with the NFL. Tyreek Hill has some beef with the NFL in regards to a game photographer has been fired.
The Grinch?
Yeah. Apparently, during a touchdown celebration, maybe he roots for them. I guess was filming or taking pictures and was jumping at the same time. Sorry, a little intermission. But anyways, Tyreek Hill, NFL, Miami Dolphins, photographer fired, whatever the case may be. How do we feel about this?
I'm not with it. I mean, you're paying this guy to take pictures and videos of these games, highlight moments, big moments, touchdowns, big catches. You pay this man every week to go ahead and get these catches, celebrations. And the one celebration that he has with Tyreek Hill, with him taking his phone away and doing a backflip, you want him to get suspended and not pay him for jumping and celebrating with Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill. He gets in trouble because he's jumping up and down because Tyreek Hill took his phone and did a backflip. Backflip. You're going to be upset. And you're going to not only suspend him, but maybe ban him from the NFL. That's insane, bro.
Well, yeah, I do want to correct what I said. I think I said that they fired him. He's suspended. He's still on payroll, I guess, so to speak. But
no, he's not. So Tyreek Hill was being nice enough to pay his salary for the year.
He's 20 years old,
bro. He's young. He's super young. He's also wanted to play in like the NFL. Obviously, it didn't happen, but he's making his move onto photography and all this good stuff. Mm-hmm. And guess what?
Content.
He finally gets to make content not only for the NFL but for the Dolphins. And he loves Tyreek Hill. Has, I guess, a great rapport with him. And obviously, Tyreek has a touchdown in the end zone. Takes his phone, does a backflip, gives it back, and he's jumping up and down. That is great content. That is great entertainment. Why is the NFL suspending him and then putting that same video that he took on all the platforms, all social medias, and making money off of it? I'm confused.
Okay, so let me read this here, right? Photographer Kevin Fitzgibbons revealed Tuesday he was suspended by the NFL for at least the rest of the 2023 season for taking part in Hill's touchdown celebration on October 15th.
Gross.
Jesus Christ. So we're talking about 2 months later.
Correct.
Wow. Win over the Panthers. The Dolphins wideout took Fitzgibbons' cell phone and recorded himself doing a backflip, leading to the NFL contracted photographer to jump excitedly before leaving the field to send the video to the league. Hill was penalized for using a prop in his celebration, and the NFL suspended Fitzgibbons indefinitely.
Make it make sense. What are we doing?
NFL, you guys are gross, bro. You guys are gross. First of all, okay, I'm going to play slight devil's advocate. I understand the whole Tyreek. Fine, I get it. I guess you don't want your players touching and vandalizing. I get it. Okay, cool. If I'm Fitzgibbons, what am I supposed to do, bro? Like, I'm supposed to just stand there? No, bro. Tyreek, like, I'm first of all, I'm 20 years old. I'm 20 years old.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill just took my cell phone
and did a backflip
and did a whole touchdown celebration. Yo. I'm just gonna stand there like the little tennis ball dudes in the Wimbledon.
Yo, be like this.
Yeah. I'm just supposed to stand there like the kids in Wimbledon. What the is wrong with you, NFL? Like, what do you guys are trying to Oh my gosh.
Yo, taking the fun out of it for real. Somebody said no.
You guys are
fun
being
league.
way too militant with this. Way too militant. All right, let it go.
That's insane.
Okay, you can make the argument. Okay, but the camera was on them, and it's on. But okay,
Yo, but then why are you going ahead and go and use it? You used it. You're putting it on all the platforms, all social media. It's on the TikTok. It's on Instagram. It's on Twitter. You're making money off of it.
as the NFL,
That's what they do
not
best.
not Fitzgibbons, not Tyreek, not Ray from the BES podcast. No, the NFL is benefiting from this.
Correct.
I smell hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Since
All right. This is great. This shouldn't even be a topic. This shouldn't be news. I'm gonna say it again. I am 20.
Yeah.
I can. All you NFL execs have to have nieces and nephews and children and whatever that are 20.
Bro, why did they get a jump in the box, bro? I'm pretty sure when Tyreek Hill got a touchdown, they were celebrating too.
I don't want to see Jerry Jones. I don't want to see Robert Kraft. I don't want to see none of y'all in your box celebrating, fist pumping, shaking hands when we get touchdowns.
Bro.
How about that? Find them. Because the cameras, Taylor Swift shouldn't be in the box.
Yeah.
We want to get nasty? Let's get nasty. Because this is gross. This is gross, okay? And it's probably, I already know what you're going to say. Oh, but he's on our payroll, and it's on his contract. This, that. I don't care.
Yo, he gets paid to entertain.
I don't care, bro. I really don't. You guys are being way too harsh and militant in something that, it literally does not affect your bottom line. And from what Eli is saying, it's actually benefiting your bottom line.
Yep.
Cut it out, NFL. Cut it out.
Yeah.
There's something else you guys are also doing that I posted. I'm not even gonna get into it honestly because I think it's dumb, and I don't want to give you guys that much time on my on our podcast. Excuse me, because this is already gross. Something else that you are planning to do, I think, is also gross.
Ooh,
and
don't do it.
Yeah, no, we'll leave that alone. Maybe we'll leave that for next week. Now, let's see what you guys actually do with what I'm hinting at. And you know what? I'll let the viewers and listeners. What I'm talking about is the NFL is thinking about banning the what is it called?
Push tush, baby.
Push tush, yeah.
Come on.
We're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna move on. Still in the NFL.
Damn.
The Carolina. I'm from the South all of a sudden. The Carolina Panthers fire their head coach once again.
Yeah.
This is the fourth head coach since 2020.
Damn.
There's nothing really to say. I'm just here to highlight. I'm honestly here to highlight how dysfunctional this organization is. Because, like I mentioned, fourth head coach since 2020, excuse me. Since 2020. Then on top of that, and you can give me all the arguments in the freaking world, but since then as well, you guys also managed to trade Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Along with signing dudes like Andy Dalton, or I think it's Andy Dalton. No, Donald. What's the quarterback that the Jets used to have? You guys go and sign him. You guys go and sign, I think, Baker Mayfield, right? Or somebody. I forgot who it was. You guys let go of CMC. You guys let go of DJ Moore. You're letting go 15,000 different head coaches.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're on a rebuild. I don't know what they plan on doing.
NFL, you want to do something? Step into this one.
Yeah.
How about this? Because this affects the product that you're putting on TV.
Yeah.
When you have a team, I mean, I know the Patriots are 2-9. I get it, but we're not firing head coaches. We're not trading away
all your assets.
Yeah. We're not doing that. These guys are single-handed. Whoever's in charge of the Carolina Panthers is single-handedly destroying this organization.
Yeah.
8 years ago, you guys were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You guys have one win this year. No head coach. Now you have an interim head coach. It's been like that for 4 years. You guys lose CMC. You guys lose DJ Moore.
Yep. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what they need to fix. They need to fix everything. They need a whole overhaul of everything. Coaching. They freaking got forward. They need something. I don't even know. I don't even know what they need. Fire everyone.
Yeah, at this point, just everybody needs to go and let's redo it.
Which is yeah.
Let's just redo it because I don't know what's going on. I mean, and I'm not saying this kid's gonna be the next freaking Tua, but Bryce Young does look a little bit promising, and you guys are doing nothing to
Yeah.
help that out.
It's
And this is what happens to quarterbacks that kill in college, get put into a team, and that's why Caleb Williams, that whole
that's
Caleb Williams
exactly what
take
it is.
makes sense.
It does.
I'm not gonna be self-sabotage into ruining my career because organizations, NFL organizations,
Yep.
don't know how to conduct themselves
Yeah.
or run the business. Better said. All
Def-
right.
Definitely say about Caleb Williams. He wants to make sure he goes to a team that is going to be the best fitting for him.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
I'm not mad at it. Now we know why. Now this is proven fact.
this is 1,000%.
Because hey, if Young was, let's say, with Houston, he would be making some noise too. Imagine if
likely.
it reverse roles, we wouldn't get to see how my guy's doing MVP talks rookie season. We wouldn't get to see it. So NFL's got a lot of work to do. Carolina's
Yeah,
got
yeah. Let's
lot of
let's
work
not
to do.
put energy and focus on a photographer.
Word.
Let's not do that.
Word.
Goddamn NFL. Finally, we are going to hop off the NFL. Pause. That seems kind of weird.
That was gross.
Yeah. We're going to head into the NBA.
Yeah.
And freaking A, man, the NBA, in my opinion, is competitive again. I'm going to highlight a few of these teams. Let me tell you something. These teams that I'm about to highlight, two of them in the past 3-4 years have been either 11th or 12th in their conference each year.
Yeah.
Right? Starting off, we're going to go in the East. The Orlando Magic is number 2 in the East behind the Boston Celtics with a record of 14-6.
What? That is noise.
I don't have it up here. I'm just going to intermingle it all together. But I have a topic about the NBA Young Guns really, really showing out. So I'm just going to intermingle it. Franz Wagner, and Paolo. You guys are doing what it do, man. And not just them, too. All right, Cole Anthony, I've seen a few games this week. Yeah. Jalen Suggs, defensively, you're doing pretty well out there. You guys are balling.
Yeah.
And I actually, pardon me, I don't know who your head coach is, but whoever it is, y'all figuring it out.
I feel like this is their second go around, so they really are figuring it out. Because you can kind of see they're picking their spots. They kind of know where they want the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it. They got a lot of young guns, and I like how they're moving. Because your first year in the league, I don't know what the guy from one of the twins. I know he's struggling.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He's having a bad year, but you'll have that because you're complacent. You just don't know where you're at. If you don't know your position and what you got to do, you're gonna struggle. So I feel like Cole Anthony knows what he's got to do. Snugs is finding where to go ahead and attack. And hey, if defense is what I need to do for this team, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. He's playing all out every game. And then Paolo, hey, he's got his second year in the league. He's really proven hey, I belong. So I'm excited. I'm excited to continue to watch them, and not these big names that we always talk about, like the Lakers and Boston and the Joker and them boys. We're getting to see teams that we wouldn't talk about now come to light. So this is great. This is great for the NBA.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, Eli's completely correct. It's pretty cool. All these young guns are getting together. They're figuring it out. We're having, I mean, who knows how long it's gonna take because these old heads are just not leaving the NFL, the NBA.
Yeah.
Look, I'm so hyped up talking about the NFL and your shenaniganery. I can't stop talking about it. The LeBrons and the Steph, and they're just still doing their thing at the age that they're doing. So the passing of the torch might be a little prolonged, but you can see it starting. Because now in the West, number one. All right.
What?
Let me highlight that. Number 1 in the West.
One?
It's not Golden State. It's not Denver. It's not Phoenix. It is the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Jeez.
Number 1 in the West with a record of 15-4.
Damn.
Anthony Edwards, have a year. Doing his thing, obviously. Gobert is defensively doing his thing again. I mean, but it's kind of the usual for him. I'm not going to talk about Cat because I don't really care for you. But Anthony Edwards, I appreciate what you're doing, bro. Do your thing, boy.
Yeah.
And I think, and if I'm correct, Pat Bev is on that squad, right?
No,
no?
Pat Bev is on the Sixers.
He's on the Sixers.
Going stupid.
Yeah, I know Pat Bev is making a lot of noise. I appreciate that. You scored 26 the other day.
Yo,
who would have thought about that?
Big number.
Not trying to disrespect you, Pat Bev. Sorry. Number 2 in the West. Yeah, it's not Denver.
Nah,
It's not Phoenix. It is
not the Lakers.
It's not the Lakers. It is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Number 2 in the West with a record of 13-6. Chet Holmgren, Shea, Lou. Sorry, Lou. All these boys, man.
Going stupid.
Oh, Josh Giddey.
Cut it out.
Yeah, let me cut it out because I actually really like Josh Giddey. So free Josh Giddey.
Facts.
He's still not locked up, but stop doing. Well, I actually have an update in that, so we'll get to that in a second. I have an update in regards to Josh Giddey. But anyways, we're here to highlight the young guns and what they're doing, okay? Anyways. OKC number 2 in the West, 13-6. SGA.
Yo, what he doing?
SGA.
What he doing?
Let me tell you something. I don't care if anybody else thinks that this is foul. I freaking love this.
Yeah.
SGA is out here publishing posts on IG, pretty much talking his smack after beating Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. If I remember, it was something about I feel like E40 the way I'm saucing up on the court or something like that. By the way,
not only you gonna post kicking Curry's ass, you gonna hit me with a
bar.
Lyric, with a bar.
With a bar. He says I was feeling like E40 in the Bay, so I had to go dumb.
Son, my boy hit up Drake and was like, yo, let me get one real quick.
Real quick, bro. Let me drop this hard bar right here.
Yo, I'm with it.
For those that don't know, Golden State Warriors, I mean, they're now in San Fran, which I think is still considered the Bay. Yeah, I think San Fran and Oakland are part of the Bay, if I'm correct. If I'm not correct, we have a comment section where you guys correct me. Please do so. E40, a rapper, is from the Bay.
Yeah.
And one of his songs goes, go dumb. So obviously, I'm feeling like E40 in the Bay going dumb makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
And I also want to highlight that I think, if I'm correct, I think he dropped 40 or almost 40 that day. Dropping 40 on step. Yes. SGA really posted this after dropping 40. 40!
What a bar. What a bar.
You know what?
E40 at the Bay.
Here's the mic, SGA.
Going dumb.
Here. Yeah. What else?
Nah, he got help. Nah, that bar is too tough. That bar is too tough.
Nah, that's tough, SGA. That's tough. Tough.
That is a bar.
I don't care what any of you old hags want to say about, this is not professional, dead. Shut the
Nah, bro. On IG,
Shut up.
bro.
Oh! Damn, I gotta get back to the NFL. There's something I need to say. Fuck. But we'll finish with SGA.
Yo.
SGA, I love it, man. I love the energy. I love the smack talk. I love the young guns. I got a bunch of other young guns here, man. I know I mentioned SGA and Chet Holmgren, Anthony Edwards, Franz, Halliburton.
Yo, why is he putting people on the floor, bro?
Are you health, bro? Like, are you okay?
He's going
calm
dumb too.
Down.
Bruh.
Fudge.
I thought you was about to say calm down from.
Fox and Sabonis.
Yo.
Another top 4 team in the West. Not Denver.
Sabonis.
I think Denver is number 3, so let me not do that.
Yeah.
Not Phoenix. Tyrese Maxey.
Yo. Hey, James Harden's not there. The wheels are off, baby.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round.
Come on.
And last but not least, if no one's going to talk about it, I will. My boy Sagoon on Houston.
Yeah, I know.
Baby Joker.
Yo, I know no
Baby
one's gonna
Joker.
no one's gonna get this reference unless you like Pokemon, bro. They had Sagoon, Sabonis, and then the Joker. They had Charmander.
I knew it.
Charmeleon.
I knew it.
And they had Charizard, bro. I'm like, this is a fact.
For the first evolution I thought was that evolution. You know, they could have gone to him so many other ways in the Pokemon world, but in my mind, I went straight to the Charizard evolution.
Come on, son.
Sagoon, you're doing it with all these young guns that I mentioned. You guys are killing it. SGA killing it, and I appreciate the bar.
Yo, facts. Yo, but I know he's going crazy, but I did want to bring this up.
Talk to me.
Because I'm defend Steph.
Okay.
Even though I probably never defend Steph.
Okay, defend them, yes.
All right, here we go.
No.
Curry against Shea.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 7 wins to Shea's 3. Shea is 23 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Stephen Curry averages 36 and 5. Right? Not only that, he's 35 years old this year. He's 29 points and 47 from the field. He's hooping too. I want to say this. The Bay, bro, figure it out. Because Klay Thompson, you got to he's got to retire, bro.
Klay.
He's done.
Klay.
He's done. Draymond, I'm sorry. You're done.
No.
They're 500, bro.
But wait, let's make it gross.
Bro, it's gross.
Let's make it gross. Klay, there is no reason Draymond hits more threes than you.
I knew you were going to say it. Bro, it's bad. I feel like his body and his legs don't match.
Klay, there is no reason Draymond scores more points than you.
Bro, it's bad. It's bad. They look gross. That whole team, I don't know what they're doing. Wiggins, for these past 2 seasons, he's struggling.
You know what? I'm
struggling.
gonna put this in the air. Klay, if you continue playing basketball, right? How old is Klay? 33? How old is Klay?
It don't matter.
Let's say you continue playing basketball for another 4 or 5 years.
He can't, bro. He's moving like he's 45.
You're absolutely right. But in these 4 to 5 years, whatever case may be, your game continues to be abysmal. I, as Ray of the BES podcast, am going to say he's 33 years old. He will be 34 in February. Klay can't be mentioned in the best shooter conversation if he has another 3-4 seasons this bad.
He's got a big injury, bro. He can't move the same. He's not the same player.
If you're a shooter, your game translates better than guys like LeBron. Well, LeBron attacking LeBron. Obviously, LeBron had to switch his game. Shaq and those boys. All right, we were. Excuse me. Let me say that we were putting you. Steph is Steph. Steph is not going nowhere. We were putting you and Steph in the best 1 and 2 shooter of all time.
Yeah.
Okay? Listen, what you guys did those championship years, and maybe your championship run is still not over. Maybe you guys squeak another one. I don't think so.
I doubt it.
Whatever. I'm just gonna put that out there so people don't. Oh, but you no. There still might be a chance, but because their youngins are kind of they're not balling like the other guys that I mentioned, but the youngins are kind of figuring out. So don't be surprised in a year or two if Golden State's Golden State again.
Maybe
right?
They might not be there.
Might not. Right, but I'm just saying. Just don't be surprised if they are. Klay, Ray Allen, the Mike Millers, the Reggie Millers, all these guys didn't have an abysmal 3-4 season at the end of their career. Yeah. They stayed at their top of the game, at their top of their craft, snipers throughout their entire career. You don't dribble the ball.
I'm going to defend him. He's ACL tear is hard. They expect him to defend. He was supposedly competing with the best two-way player in Kawhi Leonard as, hey, I can not only shoot the crap out of the ball, but I also defend your best player.
And you know what? I'll give you that.
He cannot no longer do it.
I'll give you that.
He's still expected to go ahead and go do it. And not only is he having to go do it, he then has to continue to drop 20 points and can't do it. His legs are still not under him. He still can't defend how he used to. It's abysmal. It doesn't matter how much, I guess, stamina he has. He's not laterally quickly enough to beat all these young gun guards. He can't do it anymore. He's slow. Not only do you got to keep doing it, then you got to go ahead and score and move around. And it looks like he just can't do it. It looks like he's having a big fallout.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that. I really don't care. I'm sorry. Klay, you can call me mean or an asshole or whatever. I really don't care. Cut it out. You don't dribble. You don't move. I will give you the whole defending thing, but that's a Steve Kerr issue. That's not your issue. Steve Kerr should probably realize that and not put you against the offensive player on the other team. You like I said, you don't dribble. I just run through one or two screens, get to your freaking corner, and spot up for Steph.
Yeah.
If you can't, I got you here, bro. All right, you're averaging 30 minutes a game so far with 19 games.
Damn.
You're scoring 16 points per game. Your field goal is still at 40. Your 3-point is under 40 for the first time in your entire career. I'm not going to harp on that, though.
Yeah.
Because 36% is still, it's not Klay Thompson numbers, but it's still decent. Yeah. So I'm not going to harp on that, right? And rebounds and assists, nobody really cares. What I'm saying, though, is if your average is 15, by the way, your averages since 2014, you've been above 22 points.
Golly.
So from 22, you dropped to 15. That's what? A 7-point difference.
That's big.
Cool. You know what? I'll give Eli that point. I'm going to knock up the 7-point difference to your AC or whatever it was, injury. Fine, whatever. KD's older than you and he's still dropping 30. Just letting you know.
Had an Achilles injury.
Just letting you know. Let's say okay, cool. I'm cool with you scoring the 16. Score the 16. You can't score 4 or 8 while Draymond's scoring 22 with 5 3-pointers made.
That is gross. Gross.
So, Klay, if this continues for another 3-4 years, if I hear your name in the best shooter argument, I'm going to go berserk.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
He's got to figure it out.
All right?
Especially if they want to make some noise. Because you got Shea out here like, hey, yo, I own the Bay.
That's probably why Steph was defending Shea.
Yeah.
Shoot, the whole NFL thing that I had. I got it. No, I got it.
Go crazy.
I got it. Wait. I got it. We got.
Go crazy.
Give me a second here. Cool. Here we are. This is what I'm gonna say. Freak, and I should have. I'm having an Eli moment. I should have saved this video, but there was a video, right? Damn, who was it? Oh, Heard.
Oh, this guy.
Heard. I love you, bro. I actually really do.
Yo, I'm up and down with him.
I do.
I'm up and down.
Because the thing is, you have takes that are out of this world.
Out of pocket.
Right? You out of pocket. You may or may not be right, but whatever.
He gonna say it anyways.
But you had a take this week that only, respectfully, right? Because I'm going to assume that you're up in age. You had a take that only men in your age will highlight this, and that is the professionalism of players on the podium.
You talking about the hat, bro? Bro.
Talking about the hat.
Bro.
Heard comes out and talks about, well, Jalen Hurts is... Wait. For the Eagle fans watching this is not a knock to you guys. Because I don't want to have this freaking conversation with you guys.
No.
Right? This is about Heard and
Yo, put your head back, bro. You got...
Right? Heard comes out and talks about Jalen Hurts. This is the franchise quarterback that I want. It's almost like he's scripted. He's up there. His hat forward, posture, talking about blah, blah, blah. Then he goes and says how Brock Purdy is up there talking about, yo, dudes, we're going to... Heard, what are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? You're probably the same person that didn't like Cam Newton at the podium.
Ken Griffey, come on, bro.
Well, I guess football and baseball is different because they wear a hat, whatever. But yes, how about Ken Griffey? Even though that's like his thing. But
yeah.
No. Continue doing what you're doing and highlight plays, highlight stats, don't highlight podium gesture, etiquette. No one gives a what Brock Purdy is doing at the podium.
He's not gonna win because his hat is backwards, bro.
And then, okay, let me reel this in, right? Oh, he's not going to be a winning quarterback because you guys are the same guys that say that he's the reason. He's not even the reason why they're winning. So why would you care?
Yeah.
It's about the 49ers defense. No, it's CMC and okay. So why do we care about Brock Purdy then?
Samuel.
Why do we care about Brock Purdy? If you ESPN, all you guys are the ones saying, oh, it's about CMC. It's about the 49ers defense. It's about this and that. So, guess what? When Brock Purdy gets on the podium, I don't want to. No, you shouldn't care then. You shouldn't care. That was gross.
Yeah, that was bad.
And I started by saying that I like you, bro. I love you. I swear to I love you. Again, your takes is crazy.
Yeah.
But don't sit there and tell me.
Yo, don't let them win. Don't let them win. I'm coming with my hat back, like speaking real spicy.
Don't sit there and tell me because of Brock Purdy's etiquette at the podium. We also got to probably consider
the socks he was wearing that day.
Yeah. You know, like, I don't know what we're doing here, bro. I really don't. Like, I'm not. I guess because you have. I'm about to get gross, bro. I really am. And I don't want to because I like you. But that's not a proper way to use your platform. Don't sit on national television and talk to me about quarterback's etiquette at the podium.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Cool.
All right? Continue what you're doing, but don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, make a top 10 list gross, but don't do that. Don't do that.
We're going to leave the NFL again.
Ooh.
We're done with the NFL. We're done with the NBA. We are going to get to the MOB. Yay.
I'm not ready to get into
the
this.
MOB, right? We're going to start off with, back to you guys, right? Some ESPN host suggested that the New York Yankees should trade Gerrit Cole.
Damn.
I will say this. I highlighted some of his points of what he was trying to say and why we think it's fucking blasphemous. He said, right now, Gerrit Cole's stock is at the highest. Cool. I guess you're right. Trading Gerrit Cole will make you younger. How old is Verlander, bro? How
40.
old is Scherzer? Scherzer just won a World Series.
40.
All right. And it will relieve a salary hit or a hit. Excuse me. It will relieve a big hit on the New York salary. All right. I mean, I guess you're right. But then, how about John when we had Josh Donaldson for 4 seasons doing nothing? How about Joey Gallo, even though we finally gave him away? How about Giancarlo Stanton being in the IR for freaking 70% of his entire career in New York?
Correct.
Don't talk to me about trading Gerrit Cole when, regardless of, now it hasn't been on camera, regardless of what I have said about Gerrit Cole, besides Judge, Gerrit Cole's the only silver lining in New York.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right? Don't talk to me about trading Gerrit Cole.
Unanimous MVP. Cy Young. Can't do it.
I actually don't even, and to be honest, I don't really care for your name. I don't know the name of this ESPN host. Whoever this is, whoever is watching and or listening, that could tell them to cut it out. Tell them to cut it out. No, bro.
Yeah,
Are you saying this about Ohtani? Or Mike Trout? Are you saying that about them? No. Do not come in here or on your platform, again, misusing your platform, and talk to us about the Yankees should trade Gerrit Cole because his stock is at his high. Shut the fuck up.
Wow.
That's what I say.
I mean, I get it. He can potentially walk 2 years from now. But we got to make some moves. If we don't make those moves, then I could understand his point.
Yeah.
But we got to go get Soto. We got to go get Bellinger. We got to go get
Yamamoto.
Yeah, we got to go get them. We got to get these boys if we want to go ahead and compete. Now, if we don't get either of those three, we're not going anywhere. Then it'll make sense.
Yeah.
His point makes sense. Hey, we got to give up Cole because he's then going to walk on us, and now we get nothing.
And also, I agree with you, Eli. I'm so sorry. Why Cole?
Yeah, we got a lot. We can give away Rizzo. We can give away
Like,
Tavares. 'Cause
how about
Tavares
another
numbers look-
pitcher that has a big contract? Carlos Rodon.
Yeah.
I know that his season was injury deprived, or not deprived, was riddled by injuries, okay? I probably would suggest giving away Carlos before we give out Gerrit.
Yeah.
All right? And I mean, I don't have their contracts here, but
His contract was insane.
Carlos'
so.
contract is probably higher than Cole.
Well,
So
yeah.
if we're using the whole salary cap hit,
Yeah, there's other boys that we can target rather than. But he's probably talking about, well, that's our best asset to give up.
you're
so
absolutely
might as
right.
well
You're absolutely
to
right.
get the most.
But
But I get
just
it.
because Carlos had an injury, that doesn't mean he's not a good pitcher. Carlos got 6 years, 162 million. So that means, right? Am I reading this correct? Yeah.
Yeah, 6 years.
27 million a year. All right. Maybe not more than Cole, because I think Cole's in the 30. You can say your point while I look this up. Sorry.
But I do want to combat that by saying, if they're able to get these players, you got to keep them.
Yikes. Cole
Yeah.
Cole hits.
Yeah, nah, it's insane. Yeah.
Cole yearly salary is 36 million. Okay, so I guess I get it there.
But he deserves it.
Rodon doesn't have a Cy Young
No,
unanimously.
he deserves it. I get it. He's at his peak. He just had the Cy Young. We'll give him up. We'll get a lot of pieces that we need. But guess what? We end up with then again no pitching. We have no pitching. Our starting rotation, we have nothing. So it doesn't matter if we got stars in our. We're gonna end up looking like the Padres. No pitching, straight bats. It's not gonna work. What should happen is we should get Yamamoto. Have now him behind.
Yeah.
Cole, and then hopefully, Nestor comes back being Nestor.
Yeah.
And
No.
like, I just feel like moves need to be made this offseason for that to even. That should be a last thing resort. That should be a last resort thing. I think if we're able to make some moves to contend, we'll be fine.
Also, the other thing is, okay, so you're going to suggest to us that we should let go of Gerrit Cole, correct? One of the Yankees' most, like, the one thing that hurt the Yankees last year was starting pitching. So you're telling us, right, that the worst thing or the worst aspect of the New York Yankees was starting pitcher, and we got to let go our unanimously decisioned Cy Young winner because it hits our salary and because the stock is high. For what? I didn't hear you suggest what we should trade him for. And if you did, it didn't make sense or it wasn't that impactful for me to even remember.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of young players. It wasn't more pitching. Like if we were giving away Cole for 2 guys or maybe 3 guys, like starters or relievers to help us out in our depth, then maybe you had a point. But we're not giving up our only piece, our only pitching piece for more young guns, because then we're rebuilding at that point. And me as a Yankee fan, I think we have a chance to not rebuild yet. There's pieces to be made, plays to be made where we can still contend for next year. And guess what? We need to make them happen. Bellinger needs to be a Yankee. We need more lefties in that lineup. Soto needs to be a Yankee and go from there.
Yeah, bro, that take,
especially if Rizzo was doing what he's about to be doing.
That take was caca. Yeah, good segue because we have Anthony Rizzo, the Yankees' first baseman. Baseman. I said baseman like an idiot.
Wow.
Just recently adopted Aaron Judge's hitting coach, Richard Shank.
Yeah.
Richard Shank is notably known as Teacher Man from the Teacher Man baseball facility out in Missouri, if I'm correct. St. Peters, Missouri, I read that correctly. And he has been working with Aaron Judge since 2018, if I remember that correctly. And since then, Gerrit Judge, look at me. Aaron Judge has been probably one of the best hitters. He just got off, but 2 years ago or 2 seasons ago, he had 62 home runs, right? And his batting average has been well above I'm gonna say 280 because some years have been under 300. I wanted to say 300, but at least 280, right? Anthony Rizzo, even though he's been, except for last year, but last year, another reason that the Yankees need to freaking figure out their strength and conditioning,
quick.
right? He unfortunately had a concussion, and before that, Rizzo had 7 straight seasons of batting over 300 with 30 home runs. Last season, that didn't really happen, again, because of injuries, most notably the concussion. Correct?
I'm with it.
Now, this is a topic for us for this reason, right? Number one, this is good for Rizzo. You know, whatever slump people thought Rizzo was in, he's going to fix it, I guess. Well, let me not say that because maybe, actually, no, I have to say that. This guy, he's dealt with, the amount of people this guy's dealt with have all boosted their batting average and their power. So Rizzo it's going to boost him. Let me not sit here and just theorize, okay? It's going to happen, right? What this tells Ray, though, I'm going to tell you what this tells me.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you guys remember multiple times, especially in our first episode on this podcast, we mentioned, or excuse me. I mentioned that at some point, as a professional player, I need to bank on myself and get away from what the organization provides me to better my craft.
100.
We've been saying here at the BES podcast that their hitting coach, the pitching coach, the strength and conditioning, whatever coach you can name, haven't been doing their job with our players. Rizzo might just realize that and said, "Yo, Judge, I know you have your own hitting coach and your own strength and conditioning coach and your own fielding coach. Can I have the number to them?
Yeah.
Well, at least the hitting coach.
Yeah.
At least the hitting coach, because Judge, like I said before, Judge took that step, and Judge does not use anything the Yankees provide.
Nope.
And that is telling.
You can see it in his numbers. It's insane.
But now I'm very excited that Rizzo's doing this, because now Rizzo might come back, or will come back with a vengeance after the season he just had.
Yeah, I can't wait. And now if Bellinger makes his way over there and wants to do the same thing, golly, because his numbers, Bellinger's numbers last year were beautiful. Talking about batting 300, having close to 100 RBIs, having 30 home runs. Like, come on now, bring that boy this way,
For sure.
especially with that short porch and right.
Also from the Cubs. If anything, Rizzo.
Come on, baby, talk your talk.
That's your old stomping ground. Bring that over here.
Yeah.
I just bring that up because I'm like I said, this just tells me that whatever the Yankees are providing is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and Judge and now Rizzo have noticed that.
Yo, Judge, get him a job there, bro. Come on now.
At this point, I mean, he's probably doing a good thing with his facility, so maybe he doesn't want to let that go. Like, he's probably helping out kids, you know?
Yeah.
Kids that are trying to make it to the pros. I do want to say that I have a feeling, if I remember correctly, I read that Volpe is also.
I did hear something like that too.
Is also dealing with his hitting coach, so that's also.
Come on, baby, Judge, you
a
good
good
thing. That's captain work right there.
Judge, yes, I was just about to say that. Judge, I appreciate the captain work that you're doing right now. That's as a Yankee fan, that's what we all need, or all want. Last, but certainly not least, the college football rankings is about to be in shambles. Quote unquote from Eli Vasquez last night. This is exactly what Eli told me last night.
Yo, what do you do, bro? Your team, Bama.
So Florida State, Alabama, Washington, Michigan, and Texas all won their conference championship game.
Yeah.
Alabama beating number 1 Georgia in doing so.
Damn.
This now has Alabama, Georgia, and Texas all at 12-1. Georgia losing to Alabama, Alabama losing to Texas. Now Texas didn't lose to any of them. Texas ended up losing to number 12 Oklahoma in like week 8. But now they're all 12-1. And now it's about to get fun for CFP, college football playoffs. Because now you have FSU, Washington, and Michigan all undefeated. Georgia has been number one the entire. No, not the entire. I think at one point someone else was number one. I don't remember if it was Washington. Not Washington. Excuse me, Michigan
We could say
or
majority
Ohio
of.
State. No, I think Ohio State was number one time. Sorry, Georgia has pretty much been number one the entire season and lose in the SEC championship against number 7 Alabama.
Jeez.
Alabama, the highest they have been this season is number 3, with the lowest they have been, I believe it was 13, if I'm correct. Only losing to Texas, which at the time Texas was number 11th in the nation, and now Texas is 3rd in the nation. If I'm correct, I could be wrong. One of these 3 teams, I mean, they could just one of these 3 teams is going to make the CFP.
Yeah.
Who is it going to be? Or the experts going to surprise us and put 2 of these guys, which means either Florida State, Washington, or Michigan is not going to be in the top 4.
Yeah, buddy. I don't know. They got a tough job. A very, very tough job.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to go about it and count it. Strength and schedule, I know, is always big for them. Record at this point is tough because you're either undefeated or you got 1 loss. And who is that loss to? And the Georgia Alabama conflict is that Georgia lost to Alabama. And Texas beat Bama, right?
Yeah.
So that's a triangle effect.
Texas beat Bama in Tuscaloosa, by the way. I will say that.
That's a big win. But obviously, those first couple weeks, Bama wasn't Bama. They were struggling.
Yeah,
With
Bama was having quarterback issues trying to figure that out.
And then guess who they got? They got that number 4, baby. It's like whoever wears 4 is a stud. So, I don't know. I don't know what happens if you're Georgia. I don't know what happens if you're Texas. Like that's tough.
You made this point.
Yeah, no. If Georgia beat anybody in the top 10.
By the way, Georgia is 4-0 against Alabama in the SEC championship. Just letting you guys know.
Go crazy.
Bama is 7-0 in any games that are at Mercedes-Benz Arena or whatever it's called in Atlanta.
Damn.
7-0.
That's gross.
That includes, I think it was 2 or 3 SEC championships and 1 national championship.
Big dogs.
Anyways, back to what I was looking here. Eli did mention off camera, right? Who did Georgia beat? Because Alabama ends up beating number 1 Georgia. Has Georgia beaten anybody in the top 10, in the top 5? Looking through the schedule, the highest ranked opponent Georgia has had this year has been Clemson. If I'm reading this correctly, yes. Clemson at number 14. The only ranked teams Georgia has beaten this year, obviously at the time that they played them, was Clemson at number 14, Arkansas at number 21, number 21, Kentucky at 18, and that is it. That is it.
Yeah.
Alabama. Now, if we look up Alabama, obviously Alabama beat Georgia.
At number 1.
At number 1.
At number 1. In the top 5. Damn, I sound like a Bama fan.
Thank you. You know.
This about to get critical.
What the freak is that? Why am I seeing this? Why does it say 5th Alabama against number 1?
Yo, ESPN, what are you doing there, bud?
What is that?
Nah. No way. That's got to be a glitch.
Am I seeing this incorrectly?
That's got to be a glitch.
For the viewers and listeners,
that's got to be a glitch.
I'm searching up Alabama's schedule and who they beat, and it already has on January 1st at 5 p.m. number 5th Alabama playing against number 1 Michigan for the Rose Bowl.
No way. That's a glitch. You got to take a picture. You got to screenshot that. That is insane.
What the heck is this?
No. Yo, that's got to go on. TikTok today, buddy. That's got to go on TikTok today.
Conspiracy theorists, right?
100%. That's got to go on.
Okay, Alabama. Let's see who has who Alabama has beaten this year. They lost to number 3 Texas. No. Oh, that's what it was. Whoa, bro. They have no. This is crazy. No, there's a big glitch happening here. They lost to Texas. They beat number 11 Mississippi. Bro, they have Texas number 3 here.
Yo, what is happening?
We were number 3, not Texas. Like,
What
there's a
is-
big glitch happening. Unless this means that's where they have us now.
Yeah.
But
That's
regardless,
insane.
Alabama beat 11 Mississippi. We then go and beat number 13 LSU, number 25 Tennessee, Auburn in the Iron Bowl. They're not ranked, but it is Auburn. And then we go. They have Georgia number 6. No, what am I watching, bro?
Oh, you need screenshots of this.
What
bro.
am I watching?
Yo, Georgia at 6.
No.
What is happening, bro?
Guys, I know we are messing up this segment right here,
Yo,
but you guys need to understand
yo,
what we're seeing right now.
Yo, this is
Like,
crazy.
we're literally seeing all the rankings out, basically.
Nah. You have Bama at 5, Georgia at 6, Texas at 3,
Michigan at 1.
Michigan at 1. Where Florida's at 4?
It shows Florida State at 4, so they stayed there.
Who's at 3?
3 is Texas, 1 is Michigan, so number 2 has to be Washington. Number 2 is Washington.
Sheesh.
Oh my god!
Put it out. Georgia did not make it.
No way!
I need a little bit of clickbait. I need it.
What the?
Yo, hit it. Yo, I need this on.
Hey
TikTok
man, listen.
today.
If we are first,
please,
we have to be first. We gotta be. I'm gonna try to publish this episode today.
ASAP.
I'm looking up. I was looking up at well, we saw Georgia. I was looking up Alabama, Georgia, and eventually Texas. But at this point, it doesn't even matter. Schedule and who they beat and who was ranked and who was not.
Yeah.
And it's showing me here that as of now, they have Michigan number 1, Washington number 2, Texas number 3, Florida State number 4, Alabama 5, Georgia 6.
Sheesh. You heard it here first.
No, you really did. You really did.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to say. No, this episode is over. This episode is
we're
over.
Done.
Everything is done. Everything is done. We are done here.
Yeah.
Listen, you got no seriously. You got anything to say? I'm not going any further than this. This is crazy at what just happened.
Tune in.
Yeah. Tune in. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you are on the blah.
What?
See, I'm so messed up at what just happened.
Completely.
You're a mean one.
That's what fizzle fast.
Make sure you guys like the video if you enjoy the video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't.
Yeah.
And if you aren't a subscriber, I promise you, your driver's license says Pooty.
Word.
And hit that notification bell so you never miss a banger.
Yeah.
This is my co-host, Eli. I am Ray. We are out of here. BES Podcast. We love you guys. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.